Welcome to the Pylon. I'm Carter Trent. I'm with Hayden Powell. We got a lot to talk about today as Oklahoma lost to TCU 55-24. You guys all know that game. Bad game.
Horrible game.
Bad game. What's your first thoughts about the game?
Ted Roof?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. It was just bad, honestly. Just
Ted Roof, man.
no one was in position to tackle. I mean, there's nothing good happened in that game.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I wrote a couple notes down. I mean, I'll just go over it a little bit. Gabriel overthrows. I mean, dude, come on. I mean, RG3, I think, made a good point that, like, if you look at his feet, like, it's, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just his footwork's just not very good for a quarterback, it seems.
Yeah, it's just like he's looking at the right places. Like, he has, like, the right reads, but he just doesn't have the ball correct at the right place, you know? Like, overthrowing it, feet not set all the way. And that's why we're losing games at the same time. But defense is our main concern right now, in my opinion.
I would tend to agree with that. 7 penalties for 80 yards. Busted coverage maybe 3 or 4 times in the game where they got 60 yard or plus or more touchdowns. Just a bad game. Maybe the worst game I've seen as an Oklahoma fan in my lifetime.
Well, I guess there was that 2014 Baylor game, but I wasn't like as involved because I was a little bit younger.
At least they were actually, I mean, they were good. Like, I'm not saying TCU's not good, but
I mean, they're game day game now ranked. I mean, I think
they're great. I mean, I think they're a good team, but I think,
in my opinion, I think TCU leads Big 12. I think they're gonna make it to the championship as of right now. Them and Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State, yeah. But I think TCU, they're good, but I don't really know how they're good. I just think OU's that bad on defense this year.
We're not even that bad. It's just getting us in position.
But yeah, I think I think we're just bad. So on defense, I just think we're just not a very good football team right now.
Yeah, it's just like Ted Roof. I mean, look at his track record.
11 jobs in 20 years. Horrible.
That's not good.
I think maybe 6 in 6 years. I mean, bad.
I mean, his best job was probably the Auburn 2011 when he won the national championship.
Yeah, I know, and he was a head coach at Duke for I think 5 years, and he had a horrible record. I can't remember what it was, but he had a horrible record. Davis Bevel looked horrible. He looked bad.
I mean, he literally. What did you say, Carter? Deer and headlights.
Yeah, he looked like a deer in headlights, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty bad. We're gonna talk about like players. Let's talk about how they played.
Okay.
Defensive line, no push.
No pressure at all. But I mean, can you really blame them when you're rushing 3 the whole time?
Yeah, that was bad.
TCU was using the extra guy to block as their tight end. I mean, he didn't really do anything.
And then
all
boom,
their tight
and then
end did was block.
Our safeties without Billy Bowman, we look atrocious.
Justin Harrington, man. I had high hopes for him. He has not done anything this year, bro. Anything.
The way they were hyping him up and stuff, I mean, it was bad.
It was real bad. I think OU could be 5-7 this year. Like, I seriously think that.
No bowl game, maybe like the Texas.
I could really see that, dude. I mean, if you look at our schedule, I mean, I think
we have no easy game coming up.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe West Virginia's probably our easiest game.
So, I mean, you got Texas. I think Oklahoma loses that. We'll get into that later on. Kansas, I mean, look at Kansas. They would probably blow us out with a running quarterback. I mean, OU cannot stop a running quarterback. They never have been able to.
Yeah.
Iowa State, that's going to be a tough game. Baylor's obviously going to be tough. West Virginia will be tough. Mm-hmm. Oklahoma State, obviously.
I mean, I'm going to win that game so bad against Oklahoma State.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. Something needs to change about this team.
Other thing, Kansas game is another 11 a.m. kickoff, either ABC or ESPN2. Honestly, we deserve to be ESPN2.
No, we deserve to be ESPN Plus.
ESPN.
Kansas.
No, we can't disrespect Kansas like that.
No, yeah, Kansas doesn't deserve to be ESPN Plus, but Oklahoma does.
We should be on the Longhorn Network.
But so I mean, yeah, OU just does not look like a disciplined team. They just do not look disciplined.
Let's talk about the O-line real quick. Cade McNamara, or whatever you say his name. Matwire. I don't care. He sucks.
He's bad. Maybe the worst guard that we have.
In a long time. I mean, Chris Murray. I like Chris Murray, but
He gets a little too much false starts. But
yeah, our best. I think we both agree on this. Our best tackle is Anton Harrison, our first round mock draft.
yeah, I think that's our best. That might be our best or second best player on offense,
I mean,
arguably, besides Mims.
I don't think he's had maybe a couple of penalties, but other than that, I don't think I've ever seen him let up a
He's solid.
sack.
Yeah,
I mean,
he just seems like a solid player. Wanye has actually played good. He
Injuries.
got hurt, but yeah.
I saw something he might not play this weekend.
Yeah.
But Tyler Guyton's been playing pretty good in that position.
No, I think our tackles have played decently. I think it's our interior. Andrew Rame's okay.
Yeah, I like Andrew Rame, how he's been playing.
I think it's our two guards, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're.
Because, like, if you look at our, like, Eric Gray running the ball, we have been able to bounce it out to the outside. We just have not been able to run up the middle. You know? Like,
Yeah.
It seems like every Eric Gray run is him bouncing it out or something like
Which
that.
isn't a bad thing, but also we need to get some runs up the middle.
Yeah, I agree.
Javante Barnes, I love what I saw from him
Yeah.
last Saturday.
Yeah, I think 19 carries for 100 yards.
Two touchdowns. He's
yeah.
going to be a stud.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could maybe start next year.
You think we're going to see like a two, like, 15, 16, we saw Samaj P. Ryan and Joe Mixon. You think we see that with Gavin Sawchuk? Or we just see like a straight forward RB1?
I think it's a little too early to tell, but if we're going off, like, I think Gavin Sawchuk's going to be a stud. I think he's redshirting this year.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I mean, I think Javante Barnes. I think next year assuming Eric Gray goes to the NFL, I think Javante Barnes is going to be a workload running back. But
Yeah.
I think you could see maybe Thunder, or you could see like a ground and pound player with Javante, and then you see a more explosive player.
And the
in,
crazy thing
Gavin
is, Javante
Sawchuk.
Barnes isn't even that slow.
No, he's not, and he's a well-rounded back.
I mean, another thing, Marcus Major, senior, so he might. There's a chance he could stay.
I think he will. I don't
think he will.
If you're Marcus Major, you might transfer, but I don't think you go to
he
the
doesn't
draft.
transfer. He'll be running back one. He'll be like a RB1A, RB1B.
That the thing is the Sawchuk. This running back room is so loaded right now, especially with two guys coming in.
Crazy how it looks from last year.
I know.
Last year it was just a two-man back.
I mean,
Eric
yeah.
Gray and Kenny Brook got majority of the carries.
No, but like if you look at this running back room, especially with the guys coming in and potentially to come in, I don't know if Gavin Sawchuk gets on the field much. Like, to be honest.
Yeah,
like,
you think he transfers? I don't know.
I mean, I think again it's too early to tell. But
Honestly,
we'll see.
I kind of want Marcus Major to transfer or go draft so we can see the younger
Yeah.
back. Okay, we have Tawee Walker too.
Yeah, Tawee Walker.
He can be a power back for goal line situations.
Yeah.
I mean, he got some play time last game. Also,
Another good player on defense, I would say, Grayson Holton. I think he looked great.
I didn't see him play.
Oh, you turn off the game.
Yeah.
He looked great though. I think. I mean, for a freshman. I mean, I think he could be a stud. He's a freak athlete. That might be the only good player that's played well in defense for that game.
I got some.
Danny Stutzman can't tackle.
I got some news from some of my sources in the game.
Okay.
R. Mason Thomas could be back for Texas.
It's big. It's big because R. Mason Thomas. I mean,
He's what?
he gets pass rush.
Yeah, I mean he's if Brent Venables likes him, I like him.
I got a question. So, who played the worst out of the whole defense? Like, what? I think you gotta say safeties, right?
Well, every state, Damon Harmon, Justin Harrington, Key Lawrence, those three.
Yeah, I mean, Billy Bowman played okay. when
Honestly,
he was in, but
we need to play Robert Spears Jennings at this point. Might as well.
I agree with you. I don't know why we're not playing some of the younger guys like Jaron Kanig. He's our fastest linebacker.
And he's
Like,
not-
I mean, did you like?
I think
Did Brent Venables watch or like, did he like rewatch the Nebraska game? Like,
it was crazy. Also, what was I gonna say? This is probably. I think this Key Lawrence's last year. Justin Harrington, I guess he could come back when the COVID. So I mean, next year we could be looking at Robert Spears Jennings Jr., Billy Bowman, Justin Harrington, Damon Harmon, and Makari Vickers. That is a loaded.
Yeah, that's a pretty good secondary, I think. But
Of course, corners. We will also have
and then
Josiah
maybe
Wagner.
You could also get potentially Peyton Bowen. Well, it probably won't happen.
We'll talk about that maybe later. On other things,
If you get Peyton Bowen, that'll be a stack second or safety.
our last year, Justin Broyles.
Gosh, he looked horrible.
Finally.
Justin Broyles, man, He seems like a great guy, great team player, but dude,
Yeah, he's
he
just not a good player.
Yeah, I do not
So
see
you,
it
you
with him.
let's do something real quick. You want to predict our starting like corners and safeties next year?
Yeah, we can. We can.
All right, I think starting at corner. I don't know. Jaden Davis coming back, or do you declare?
I think he comes back.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, he's looked good.
He's been playing good. He's been playing good. He let up one touchdown, but I mean that was just like.
He was right there. He just needs to get his head turned around. That's another
no,
thing.
he got boxed out. Bigger wide receiver. He had his head turned and everything.
Yeah.
Just
No,
better
but that's
play.
another thing. Our corners do need to turn their head around. I mean,
And Woody Washington had like 3 pass interferences.
yeah. I
and
mean, does
I
Woody,
think-
does Woody think about coming back now, or you think
he's
long
leaving.
gone?
I think he leaves.
Okay.
I think starting secondaries. I think we see Jaden Davis. I think we can see Connie Walker. Who's gonna be our nickel? Harrington. 'Cause he-
Yeah, probably. You probably see Harrington.
Or we could see. We can't say CJ. He's a senior. He's not gonna be back. I mean, yeah. So probably Justin, unless you get a transfer.
Unless you get Makari Vickers.
I mean, yeah, he can play corner.
But he's probably going to be an outside guy. Unless you get transfer, yeah.
Yeah, he probably get a transfer.
And I think your safeties are looking like Billy Bowman and either Robert Spears Jennings or.
Oh, Damon Harmon. He's been playing. He's been playing.
He's hurt, right? He's
He's
banged
hurt.
up right now.
Praise for him.
Yeah, prayers up to him,
But he's been
especially everyone else that got
This
hurt.
is the first season. Actually, he didn't play last year. I mean, and he's been playing Nebraska. He let that one touchdown in Nebraska. After that, though, he's played pretty solid. Last game, did he get blown by? I thought, or was that just all Justin Harrington and Key Lawrence?
It might have been every player on the team.
Might have been, but I like Damon Harmon. I think he has. I think we can see Billy Bowman, Damon Harmon, Robert Spears Jennings Jr., Jordan Mukes.
Jordan Mukes. No, I have heard some buzz about him. The coaching staff likes him a lot, I think. They think he could be a stud. Which that would be huge. If you can get that's the thing. OU has players. They just need to develop. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
I think this will be Ted Roop's last year. This will probably be his last year, hopefully.
do you want to talk about Texas?
I guess.
You want to get all right?
All right. Quinn Ewers
You think he starts?
looking to be back. That's what they're saying. Reports are saying. It's just gonna be an interesting game. I mean, rivalries can happen. Everything in rivalries can happen.
Oh, is DJ Graham coming back next year? I have a question.
No, probably. Or he transfers. We
He's
also
a
have.
junior.
We also have Kendall Dennis.
That was-
Joshua Eaton. I mean, we have options, I guess. It just depends. I just want to play the best player possible and not some captain BS, you know? Like Justin Burrows should not be playing.
All right, yeah, but we can get rolling Texas real quick.
All right.
Does OU even have a chance?
Yeah. Rivalry game, everyone has a chance. I mean, look, 2015. I mean, I said this, I think, before.
Or I mean, I should actually ask a better question. Without Dylan Gabriel, does OU have a chance? You think yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Hear me out. Quinn Ewers, if he plays coming back from an injury, he'll start off slow. I think we need to take advantage of that. I mean, Eric Gray and I don't know if Marcus Major's back or Javonte. All three of those guys need to play good in running back room. And we need to get a push from our offensive line. That's what we need.
Vegas has a spread at -7 Texas right now. Would you take Texas to cover or OU to cover?
I think OU covers, but they still lose.
So Texas or OU covers, but they don't win outright.
Yeah.
I would say Texas covers. I think Texas wins by at least 2 scores. We'll get our score prediction later, but over under is 65. You taking under or over?
Over.
I'm taking.
No,
I'll
I'm
take
taking
the
under. Take the under.
Take the under.
Yeah.
I'll take the over. I'll take the over. But
shit.
yeah, I'll take the over. I think. What do you think your score prediction is for this game?
I said under, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think it's gonna be a low-scoring game in my opinion.
Disagree.
Disagree. Shut up. The score prediction. I think score prediction will be 28-24.
Texas.
Texas.
I think a score prediction would be probably 45 to. I'll say 45 to 21. Texas. I think I don't
disagree.
Okay, assuming Dylan Gabriel doesn't play, I don't think OU has a chance, man. I really don't. Who do you think? Who do you think's gonna start for OU?
Quarterback?
Yes.
I want Nick Evers.
I mean, we both want Dylan Gabriel
We
to
saw.
play, but
You see the hype video?
yes.
We saw him in pads. I'm just saying.
We both want Dylan Gabriel to start. Let's be honest.
But I want
right?
Nick Evers to start if he doesn't start.
I
Or
agree.
General Booty.
I'm done with
want-
Davis Bevel.
yeah, I
I
don't
haven't
want
seen
him.
anything from him.
I don't want him. Or we could start Micaiah Bowens. I'm just kidding. We're not gonna be
Micah
starting
Bowens,
Micah
yeah.
Bowens or whatever.
But yeah.
He's fast. I know that.
How does OU stop Bijan?
We don't.
We don't.
No.
What about Worthy?
We can stop Worthy. Double team. Then make the other receivers.
If OU wants to win this game, and OU wants to do something on defense, we're gonna have to confuse the quarterback. We're gonna have to dial up some blitzes. We're gonna have to disguise some coverage.
That's what I'm thinking, right? You blitz, right? A couple plays, then we show a blitz, drop off. For example,
I think we should bring pressure first play of the game.
I can, yeah.
Let's
Okay.
get Quinn Ewers riled up. Let's get him.
I'm just saying.
Let's go.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
I know this doesn't matter, but last year on Thursday Night Football, Baltimore Ravens versus Dolphins. Did you see how the Dolphins players showed blitz?
Yes.
Blitz, and also drop back. And I confused NFL MVP quarterback. If we do that, we have a chance on defense at least.
Yes, we are gonna have to. I think we both agree on this. We're gonna have to do something. We can't just do the same thing that we did against TCU.
Three-man
drop
rush.
3 or rush 3, drop 8. That doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
We're not talented enough in the secondary.
It might work against Kent State. It might work against
Nebraska.
UTEP. It might work against Nebraska. That's not working against Texas
There's no
or any other team
no
in the
way.
Big 12. But yeah, if I were to say a starter for Oklahoma, I would say probably it's going to be Davis Bevel.
Yeah.
That just might.
Just more
That's what I
experience than
think.
everyone.
That's what I think. But who I want is Nick Evers or General Booty.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Dylan Gabriel's who I want, but
All right.
realistically, probably not.
Want to do players to watch for both teams?
Yeah, we can do that. Offense and defense. Who you got for Texas?
For Texas offense, I mean, Bijan. I mean, that's a simple one. On defense, I had to say it, Demarion Overshawn. He's our best defensive player.
I would tend to agree with that. What about OU? Who you got?
OU for offense, I mean, it's simple. Marvin Mims. If we want to win this game, he needs to have a big game. Or I could say Eric Gray. One of those two. On defense, the entire safeties group. That's what we need. That's what we need.
For me, I'll say Oklahoma. I think I would say for OU on offense, I would say Eric Gray. I think that we're gonna have to establish the run. On defense, for OU, I'll say Billy Bowman. I know I said that every game.
I don't think he's playing.
I have heard some reports that he is playing.
What reports, Carter?
From Brandon Drummond. But okay, if not Billy Bowman, if he doesn't play, I'll say Jaden Davis.
Okay, I can see that. All right, what about your
Offense,
Texas?
Texas offense, I'll say Xavier Worthy.
Yeah.
I think he's just explosive on the outside.
Not as good as Mims.
I don't know about that. But on Texas defense, I'll say Ovi. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Okufo. I don't know.
Did you look at the Texas roster?
No, but anyways, he's their edge rusher. He's played really good against Alabama. I think he's the player to watch for this game.
Are you serious right now?
Okay. So let's go around the country.
All right, let's go around the country.
Paul Christ out of Wisconsin. What do you think about that?
Bad fire.
Bad fire.
I mean, look at his record. Track record, good. I mean,
Yeah, 66 and 24. That's a good record.
That was bad. That was a bad fire, in my opinion.
They won 9 games last year.
Yeah, that was. Ooh, that was a rough one.
Is Georgia frauds?
No.
No. I don't think they're frauds in a sense. I don't think they're frauds. But I think they're just not as good as people are hyping it up to be. I think they still have a chance to win the Natty or make a contend for a Natty, but yeah. Anyways, Oklahoma State has a big win this week against Baylor.
Oklahoma State. Another group of frauds.
Frauds.
They're frauds.
You think Oklahoma State's frauds?
Yes. Baylor, They lost
Yeah,
all
Baylor,
their offense.
Baylor doesn't look like a good team to me.
They're not that good of a team. I mean, they're unranked again. I mean, look at the Central Michigan game. That's all I need to show you right there.
That's true. That is very true.
Arizona State, they played Arizona State pretty bad, too. I mean, what was it, 34-17?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay, I guess.
Arizona State did play good. They played okay in the first half. They played good against USC, but USC pulled away. Who's your Heisman pick?
My Heisman pick?
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Williams.
I would tend to agree with that. I think he might be the second best player in the country.
Second best. Who's first?
I would tend to say this. Brock Bowers is the best player in the country.
I disagree. I think Caleb Williams is the best player.
I would say that Brock Bowers might be. He's not as valuable as Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams plays the most valuable position as quarterback, but I think he just makes plays, man. He's a monster. He's just a monster. That's all he is.
Yeah, I can see that.
But he's a monster. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Let's go to.
We're talking about the Kentucky Ole Miss game.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Will Levis's finger.
That looked bad.
That was nasty. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That looked nasty.
I mean, it was pretty bad. Ole Miss got a big win, though.
That is a big win.
You think Ole Miss is frauds? I think if Kentucky.
They did look bad against that was Wake Forest. My bad.
I want to say something right. I think if Kentucky plays Ole Miss again, I think they win that game.
I would agree with that. I think Kentucky maybe played their worst game,
and they still almost won. I think Kentucky's still a good team.
I do too. I think Will Levis is pretty good. I think if he won this game, I think he would be top 10 Heisman right now.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
Penn State. Actually, I want to say instead of Michigan, Penn State is the biggest frauds in the country. They just are. They have not looked impressive to me at all. 17-7 against Northwestern. That's bad. Haven't played anyone. Almost lost to Purdue.
It's Big Ten football, Carter.
It is Big Ten football. That's
17-7
exactly right.
is a good game for Big Ten.
Kind of struggled against Central Michigan. They kind of scored late, 2 garbage touchdowns, I believe. Purdue, they didn't look good against Purdue. I think they're just frauds. You're gonna hear that word a lot listening to this podcast. But let's talk about. Okay, we're gonna do a new segment.
The biggest fraud, Brandon Drum.
Okay.
I think we'll see him tonight.
We will see him tonight. He is visiting our high school. We'll talk about that later, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture with him.
Let's get a new segment going. Pylon Campus Walk of the Week. It's a new thing we're doing. The rule is you choose one walk of the week. You can only choose each team once. If your team wins, you get 1 point. If your walk covers, you get 1 point. And if your walk is an underdog and win, you get 2 points plus the 1 for covering. So basically, you get 3 points if your team is an underdog and wins. And if your team is just an outright favorite, you get 1 point, maybe 2 if your team covers. My walk of the week is Texas. I think they win. I think they destroy OU. Yeah, we already talked about that. I think I just don't think OU has a chance, especially without Dylan Gabriel.
All right, my lock of the week is going to be Ohio State, Michigan State.
Michigan State is your lock, right?
Yeah, I think 27-point favorites at home. I think Michigan State can spread that.
So you cover
that spread, yeah.
So are you're not picking Michigan State to win? Are you picking Michigan State to win?
No, I think I'm making. If they win, wait. If they win, do I still get the points?
No, yeah, you would get 3 points.
Yeah, so I think Michigan State spread.
But if they cover, you get 1.
I think they should cover. It's at home. Ohio State's gonna be exposed this game, and Michigan State wins outright.
Okay. All right, we got our last thing. The game day game. TCU versus Kansas. Who you got?
I have Kansas winning 38-28.
I'll have TCU winning 31-28. I think they win. I think they can establish the quarterback run with Max Duggan. I think they have a better passing game than Kansas. Better receivers. I think Kansas does have a better defense. But
Does TCU have Jared Casey? No.
I think TCU will win this game 31-18 or 31-28. I think they win this by the quarterback run. I think they win it by the passing game. I think their defense can make a couple stops to win the game. TCU.
All right. Real quick, let's talk about the game tonight. Edmond Santa Fe versus the Mustangs.
Homecoming game. Jacoby Johnson.
Oh, you commit?
Oh, you commit. Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be a blowout.
Yeah.
That's going to be bad.
Santa Fe doesn't stand a chance. I forgot a segment. Upset of the week. Yeah, this is the last segment. My upset of the week is Washington State over USC. Yeah, I think they could get it done.
Where's it at? Washington State or USC?
It is at USC, but I mean they don't have any fans, so it doesn't
Yeah,
really
it doesn't
matter.
matter. My upset of the week is Michigan State upsets Ohio State, and Ohio State becomes the biggest frauds in the country.
You just are a hot Ohio State hater.
I hate Ohio State. I can't stand them.
All right, this pretty much wraps it up. Thank
All
you guys.
It was really fun. I own Carter every podcast. Thank you guys. Love you.